biblical adventure film The Prophecy, followed by Jennifer Jason Leigh as fabled author Dorothy Parker in Mrs. Parker and the Vicious Circle on Starz Cinematheque.
Only on Starz and no other movie channel.
I'm Sally, and I'm going to be a star.
When the screen's most alluring lady
Show me what you got.
meets its dynamic leading man,
Stay against the wall, watch your back.
their chemistry burns up the screen.
Why didn't we do this before?
Because it was always going to be this hard to stop.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert Redford, up close and personal. Wednesday night at 8 on Starz.
The following feature presentation is rated PG. Bridget Fonda is a convicted murderer who gets a second chance at life, working for Gabriel Byrne as a top-secret government assassin in Point of No Return. Next on Starz.
Starz wants you to be on the lookout
We got a major situation here.
this Friday for Starz Most Wanted.
They don't like guys like us.
Wanted, Harvey Keitel, a.k.a. Mr. White, for a killer performance in Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. Friday night at 10. Wanted, Robert De Niro, a.k.a. Ace, for committing powerful acting in the Martin Scorsese film Casino. Saturday night at 10.
You in no position to challenge my expertise.
Wanted, Chaz Palminteri, a.k.a. Cheech, for his drop-dead Oscar-nominated role in Woody Allen's Bullets Over Broadway. Sunday night at 10.
I never rubbed out a guy who didn't deserve it.
All hosted by the big boss, James Woods. It's Starz Most Wanted, beginning Friday night at 10. Only on Starz and no other movie channel.
Only on Starz and no other movie channel.
I'm Sally, and I'm going to be a star.
When the screen's most alluring lady
Show me what you got.
meets its dynamic leading man,
Stay against the wall, watch your back.
their chemistry burns up the screen.
Why didn't we do this before?
Because it was always going to be this hard to stop.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert Redford, up close and personal. Wednesday night at 8 on Starz.
Starz congratulates the 1996 Academy Award winners. From Miramax Films, winner, Best Screenplay, based on material previously produced or published.
I don't reckon I got no reason to kill nobody.
Sling Blade.
Hello, I'm Leonard Maltin with another Starz Movie Break. There aren't many directors who put so personal a stamp on their movies that you could almost tell who made them without reading the credits. Perhaps the most distinctive and recognizable of all time is Alfred Hitchcock. And this month, Starz is showing one of his most unusual films, Rope. Unusual first because, unlike so many of Hitchcock's fanciful stories, this one was based on a famous real-life incident, a murder committed by two wealthy young men named Leopold and Loeb, just for the thrill of it. But the most famous facet of Hitchcock's 1948 movie, Rope, is that he challenged himself to shoot it in long, unbroken takes, with no camera cuts or editing, except when he had to change rolls of film. Only a master filmmaker could pull off such an audacious stunt, and Hitchcock did, with the help of a fine cast led by James Stewart, Farley Granger, and John Dahl.
What's to be done with the books?
Oh, we'll lay them out on the dining room table.
A crazy idea, if you ask me. Well, I have too much to do to discuss this thoroughly, dear. However, I still think it's peculiar.
What on earth's the matter? I was sure she'd notice. Notice what? The rope, of course. Brandon, we've got to hide it. Why? Why? Yes, why? It's only a piece of rope, Philip, an ordinary household article. Why hide it? Belongs in the kitchen drawer.
In recent years, one of the very few directors to claim a truly distinctive style has been Terry Gilliam, who got his start doing those wildly imaginative and off-the-wall paper cutout animation pieces for Monty Python's Flying Circus. Eventually, he was given the chance to direct some of the Python movies, and then there was no turning back. This month, Starz is presenting a Terry Gilliam double feature, beginning with his eye-popping fantasy, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, and continuing with his most recent work, the provocative science fiction thriller 12 Monkeys, starring Bruce Willis. These films couldn't be more different in style and tone, and yet the producer and writers of 12 Monkeys knew that Gilliam was the right man to bring their story to life.
Damn it, man, make yourself useful. I can't do everything.
You can't trick us, you know. It wouldn't work.
No, sir.
You haven't become addicted, have you, Cole? To that dying world?
No, sir. I just want to do my part to get us back on top in charge of the planet. And I have the experience. I know the people involved.
He really is the most qualified.
But all that behavior.
You said we weren't real, Cole.
I don't think the human mind is meant to exist in two different, whatever you called it, dimensions. It's just too stressful. You said that yourself.
In the world of theater, one of the most original and inimitable voices of the past 20 years has been that of playwright David Mamet. Mamet has also made a number of forays into the world of film as both writer and director. One of his most interesting is the subtle comedy Things Change, starring Don Amici and Mamet's frequent alter ego, Joe Mantegna. This low-key fable features Amici as a simple Chicago shoemaker who agrees to take the rap for a mob murder. But the guy hired to deliver him makes the mistake of befriending the old man, and a most unusual adventure begins.
What? I got a deal. 3 years in the prison. I get out. I go back. I buy my boat.
You buy your boat. You know what your money's gonna buy in 3 years? You won't buy a toothbrush. What? 3 years of your life. No. This is not a deal. It's a hustle. They hustled you. 3 years for 3 days.
I gave him my word.
No.
Finally, there could be no more distinctive contribution to the world of film than that of the beloved Warner Brothers cartoon studio. So every Sunday this month, Starz is showing a feature-length compilation of great Warner's cartoons, including the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie and Daffy Duck's movie, Fantastic Island. With new connecting footage, these films bring back a host of old favorites that appear to be ageless, just like their audience.
Look, boss, the plane! The plane! Where? Over there? See? I see. There it is, the first of many. Shall we hasten to the dock and greet our guests? See, let's do that. Yeehaw, yeehaw, arriba, arriba, teleprompto! As the host of Fantastic Island, let me be the first to extend the hand of hospitality and bid you... Cheese!
You'll forgive me if I'm tempted to say that's all, folks, but that's only all for now. I'll be back with another movie break here on Starz, and I look forward to seeing you then. I'm Leonard Maltin.
Bridget Fonda is a convicted murderer who gets a second chance at life, working for Gabriel Byrne as a top-secret government assassin in Point of No Return. Next on Starz.
You know, you're not at all
like what I expected you to be the first time I saw you. Sweet.
He's got no family, no address, no work record. The guy gives me the creeps, and the girl is my daughter.
The guy is a psychopath.
It all could have been different, Mr. Walker.
Here.
You should have allowed nature to take its course.
Premieres Saturday night at 8. Only on Starz and no other movie channel.
The following feature presentation is rated R.